There comes a time in life when everything begins to slow down. The conversations that once filled your days become fewer, and the noise that surrounded you slowly fades away. At first, the silence feels strange and uncomfortable, almost like something important is missing. You start wondering why things have changed so suddenly and why certain people are no longer around the way they used to be. In those quiet moments, your mind begins to ask questions that were once buried under daily distractions. But what if this silence is not something to fear? What if life is simply creating space for you to hear your own thoughts and reconnect with parts of yourself that were lost in the noise of the world? Silence has a powerful way of revealing what we often try to ignore. When the world becomes quiet, your thoughts grow louder, bringing memories, emotions, and questions to the surface. You might begin to remember moments from the past, conversations that stayed in your heart, and mistakes that you wish had happened differently. At times it can feel overwhelming, as if the silence is forcing you to face things you once tried to escape. But this is often where real healing begins. Silence gives you the chance to sit with your emotions and understand them without distraction. Slowly, the heaviness starts turning into clarity, and you begin to realize that the quiet moments are helping you grow stronger inside. Many people spend most of their lives surrounded by noise. There are constant opinions, endless expectations, and a never-ending stream of distractions pulling their attention in every direction. In the middle of all that noise, it becomes very difficult to hear your own voice. But when life becomes quiet, something beautiful happens. You begin to notice your true feelings, your real desires, and the dreams that were hidden beneath the pressure of the outside world. Silence creates the space where your inner voice can finally speak. And when you start listening to that voice, you slowly discover the path that was always meant for you. There is a quiet story many people experience but rarely talk about. Imagine someone who once lived in constant noise, surrounded by friends, conversations, and busy days that never seemed to slow down. Life felt full, yet something inside always felt restless. Then one day, things began to change. Some people slowly drifted away, certain plans stopped working out, and the once busy life became strangely quiet. At first, the silence felt like loss. The person wondered what they had done wrong and why everything suddenly felt empty. But as days turned into weeks, something unexpected happened. In that quiet space, they began to understand themselves in a deeper way. They discovered thoughts they had never listened to before, dreams they had ignored, and a strength they never realized they had. What once felt like loneliness slowly turned into clarity. And one day, they realized that the silence that once hurt them was actually guiding them toward a more peaceful and authentic life. Silence has a way of teaching lessons that noise never could. When life is busy and full of constant activity, it becomes easy to ignore the deeper parts of yourself. You move from one moment to the next without truly understanding what your heart is trying to say. But when everything becomes quiet, you are finally given the space to reflect. You begin to see your life more clearly, the choices you made, the relationships that shaped you, and the dreams that still live inside you. In silence, you start recognizing what truly matters and what was only temporary. Slowly, your priorities begin to change. The things that once felt urgent no longer hold the same power over you. Instead, you begin to value peace, honesty, and the simple moments that bring genuine meaning to your life. One of the most beautiful things about silence is that it teaches you how to enjoy your own presence. At first, being alone can feel uncomfortable because we are so used to filling every moment with noise or company. But with time, something shifts inside you. You begin to realize that your own company can be peaceful rather than lonely. You start appreciating quiet mornings, slow walks, and moments where your mind can simply breathe. In those calm spaces, you begin to build a stronger relationship with yourself. You learn that your happiness does not always have to depend on the outside world. And when you discover that kind of inner strength, the silence that once felt empty starts to feel like a gift. After spending enough time in silence, something inside you begins to shift. The way you look at life slowly starts to change. Things that once upset you easily no longer carry the same weight. You become more patient with people and more understanding of yourself. Silence teaches you that not every problem needs a reaction and not every situation deserves your energy. You begin to realize that peace is far more valuable than constantly proving a point or chasing approval. This quiet transformation may not be visible to everyone around you, but deep inside you know something important has changed. You are becoming calmer, wiser, and stronger in ways that words cannot easily describe. There was once a person who feared silence more than anything else. Whenever life became quiet, they rushed to fill the space with distractions, music, conversations, or endless scrolling just to avoid being alone with their thoughts. But one day, life placed them in a situation where silence was unavoidable. The days became slower and the nights felt longer. At first it was uncomfortable and even frightening. Yet as time passed, something beautiful began to happen. In the middle of that quiet space, they discovered a calm they had never experienced before. They began to appreciate the stillness and the gentle feeling of being connected with themselves. What once felt like emptiness slowly became peace. And in that moment, they understood that silence was never their enemy, it was simply guiding them back home to themselves. As time passes, you begin to notice something surprising about silence. What once felt uncomfortable now feels peaceful. The quiet moments that used to make you restless now bring a calm that is difficult to explain. In those moments, you begin to understand yourself more clearly. You become aware of your thoughts, your emotions, and the direction your life is moving toward. Silence reconnects you with parts of your soul that were once hidden beneath the noise of everyday life. Slowly you realize that the quiet phases of life were never meant to break you. They were meant to rebuild you into someone wiser, stronger, and more aware of what truly matters. One day, when you look back at this quiet chapter of your life, you may see it differently. The silence that once felt heavy will begin to make sense. You will realize that it gave you the space to grow, heal, and rediscover who you truly are. Without that silence, you might never have found the strength and clarity that now live inside you. Life often guides us through moments that feel confusing at first but later reveal their purpose. And when that understanding finally arrives, you may find yourself grateful for the silence that once felt so difficult, because it quietly transformed you into the person you were always meant to become.